Emoji2 TV. I'm Coach Danzy alongside my partner, Coach Fullard. We're here with our Emoji2 TV All-Star presentation, and we have Andre Jackson of Albany Academy Cadets here with us. He's an outstanding player. We wanted to present him with this award.
Thank you. I appreciate this. I always see in the stands and stuff like that. Always showing the guys in Section 2 some support. So we don't get too much attention down here in New York. So I'm definitely appreciative of you guys and putting all your videos on YouTube for everybody to see.
All right, so your play from your freshman year to now has been skyrocketing. I mean, everybody's watching you. Everybody wants to come in this gym and see you play. You can barely even get a seat in here because of you. Just talk to me about how that, from your freshman year to now, being a junior, how that whole process is going.
Yeah, it was definitely a good process. I started off the process kind of slow. I was playing maybe 6 to 8 minutes a game, and then my sophomore year, I played a little bit more. I started and I played about 28 minutes a game. That was pretty good. And then this year I played basically the whole game. So, I mean, it's changed a lot, and it's definitely for the best. I mean, I've gotten a lot better as a player and a lot better as a person. So I'm definitely thankful for all the things that Albany Academy has done for me just to make me who I am.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to talk to you about some things as well. Like, people always say that you're such a fabulous athlete. I know you bring more than that to the court, but talk to me about some of the things that you want to work on in your game, because I know some people might hear that you don't shoot a jump shot enough, Yeah. And Coach Fujo talked to us about that. Like, you play to your strengths. I also told Coach Fujo that you play hard and you bring so many other things to the table. But talk to me about what the naysayers are saying, and do you care, and do you plan on improving on those things?
I try not to pay too much attention to it, but it comes across the table a lot. I mean, I've been trying to get my game a lot better. I've been working on my dribbling and my shooting skills a lot, and they've definitely progressed. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to keep working on them and hopefully just keep getting better and just keep working. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be a good process, and I'm definitely enjoying the process. So, definitely getting in the gym every day, just trying to work on all my skills so I could be a good player at the next level.
I believe you.
So, when you get awards like this and other accolades that you have, gained, talk to me about the people that's been associated with family, friends, coaches, that's been a part of your process and your development.
Yeah, I try to keep my circle kind of small. I stick to my family and stick to my high school coach, and a little bit more of my AAU coach is getting in there now. So since the AAU season, and yeah, other than that, I mean, nobody really. I mean, my AAU coach, my high school coach, and my family. So trying to go through them and seeing what my family thinks and see what my coaches think in this process, and just taking their advice, and then it's going to be ultimately my decision. So basically just basing off all my knowledge of what I want to do and what I want to achieve in my basketball career.
Okay, well, take us a little bit through the journey of the Federation title, that little run, and talk to us about some of the leadership abilities that you had to show and leading the team and being part of that process a little bit.
It was a great process. I got the opportunity to experience that my freshman year, but I didn't play as much. So this year it was a lot better. I mean, me and August got to lead the team to the championship this year, and it was definitely fun playing alongside my brother and some of my other close friends. So it was definitely a good process. I liked all the guys on the team. It was real fun, and we just went out there and just did really good both games. And just came out with the win.
Now, you're being very highly recruited, as we know. Talk to us a little bit about the recruiting process. That's my first part of my question. And secondly, what would you say to other people out there about the process and looking for colleges and different things of that nature?
The recruiting process is definitely a big part of my life. I mean, before the recruiting process, my life was a lot different. I didn't have to worry about a lot of things. So now you got to worry about texting coaches back and make sure you respond to texts and making sure you're not putting the wrong things out on social media and stuff like that. I mean, it definitely just changes your life. And I mean, for anybody who's dealing with this right now, I mean, they definitely understand. And if you haven't yet, it's going to come soon. So just keep working and stuff like that. And once it comes, just make sure you handle it wisely and make sure you know what you're putting out to the internet and stuff like that.
Now, are there any schools in particular that's high on your list, or ones that you liked, or some that you visited already that you may want to talk about, or just tickled your fancy a little bit?
I've taken an official visit to Iowa as well as UConn. I'm planning a home visit with UConn and Marquette in the next 2 weeks. So those are going to be pretty good, and then just keep building relationships with different coaches and all the coaching staffs that reach out to me And yeah, I mean, just I'm not ready to make my decision yet. Just trying to see what other schools will reach out to me. But other than that, yeah, I'm just waiting on it.
Yeah, I saw this year you put the windmill into your package of dunks. Is there going to be something we're going to see coming season different that you haven't shown this season so far?
Hopefully, I mean, I'm gonna come out next year a different player. So I mean, you've seen my progression from sophomore to my junior year. So hopefully, I have a good progression from junior to senior year. I mean, definitely gonna keep working, keep getting in the gym, all that kind of stuff. Just keep pushing myself to become a better player. And hopefully next year I'll be a whole different player.
I know one thing. Before I start,
Yeah, go ahead, go.
when we had you in for preseason coming into your sophomore season, you are a totally different young man. Just your comments of speaking, your public speaking is getting better. Do you attribute that to your coaches, to the school academics here? Do you contribute that to that?
Yeah, definitely. They taught me a lot coming into the school. I wasn't as sophisticated as I am now. They definitely changed me as a man. I mean, coming to school really teaches you how to grow up. I mean, you got to dress like this every day. So I mean, yeah, it just teaches you and just prepares you for the real world and what you're going to experience when you leave high school and venture off to different type of things like job interviews and stuff like that. So I definitely appreciate this school, and it's definitely changed me and just made me a better person.
Well, that's what I was going to piggyback off. I was going to say from our time to last year or whatever year before that, and talking to you and seeing your maturation, you can see that you're developing to a fine young man, and we appreciate you, and we look forward to wishing you the best of luck in your endeavors and in your future, and we thank you for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Coach, you got another player who made our top 10 All-Star, and that's Andre, the super freak Jackson. I mean, this guy jumps out of the gym like crazy. Talk to me about his progress, being with you for the last 3 years now, and just talk about it.
Well, Andre is such a special kid because he's a winner. Wants to win first. So he shot 70% from the floor this year. So that's not a lot of bad shots. And he shot 45% from three this year. I think we played 22 games. He took 22 threes, made 10 of them. So, that part of his game is developing, but he doesn't lose track of what he does really, really well. A lot of kids, like to chase what everyone says they're not good at. So he can't shoot the ball. Hey, he doesn't have a pull-up game. Oh, yeah, I'll show you. I'll shoot the ball. I'll have my pull-up game. But, at that point in his career, you know what? He rebounds the heck out of it. He runs and jumps. He passes both hands, and he scores going downhill at the rim. So why are we worried what some other person outside of our circle says about your jump shot? So he works really hard at it. He's in here every night, works really hard. That's going to develop. But of all the great players that we like to discuss, the LeBrons, the Westbrooks, the Jordans, the Kobe's even. Kobe probably came in with the best jump shot of the whole group. And when he finally went into the NBA, he's the one that could actually shoot it. I wouldn't say any of them, the other guys actually shot it with consistency. They were volume shooters. Right. They weren't efficient. And even Westbrook still working on his efficiency now. And we're talking about 28-year-olds. This kid's 16, right. So he's got time. What he does is he's a great player, a great teammate, rebounds. All the skills he has translates to playing college basketball as a freshman. Rebound, defend 1 through 4, run in transition, score at the basket.
Block shots as well.
And he can block shots, right? But again, they're going to have a 6'11" behind that does that. So he's special. He's different.
Now, you talked about all his attributes that he brings. Talk to us about some of the things that he does bring off the court, that we might not know about.
Well, he's, with the Altieri family, he has strong Italian roots in Amsterdam. The Altieris were great football players for Amsterdam. So he's got a little fiery temper about him that, you don't see all the time. But when he brings it out, I kid around with him. He needs to bring that out a little bit more, especially on the defensive end. And, he does. But he's really calm and, in the hallways, he's great with the young kids. He'll sit with our 4th and 5th graders at different times. So he's great with younger kids. And the neat part, one time, and I didn't fully understand this, but I asked him where he was going because I was headed down to the gym and he's headed somewhere else. And so I said, "Hey, Andre, where you going?" And he said, "Coach, I'm going to extra help." And I know his grades pretty well. And I'm like, "Where are you going to extra help?" Because his lowest grade was like an 85. So I was sort of intrigued on where he was going to extra help. And he said, "Well, I have to go, if Stanford's going to recruit me, they want all A's. And that 85 needs to go up into the 90s. So that'll tell you a little bit about where he is as a student. Like he wanted that 90 so that, and I'm not saying that he wants Stanford, he just doesn't want it crossed off his list by something he controls. And so that's intelligence beyond his years. That he doesn't want them to say, you can't because you didn't work hard enough in that class. That's what makes him special.
Yeah.
That's what makes him different.
Right. And another thing, you mentioned on the court, he's an ultimate team player, Coach. I think a lot of guys with his type of skill will try to take a lot more shots than they do. He seems to play within the system. He obviously takes his opportunities, but he doesn't seem to force many things out there, Coach. I mean, can you talk about that as well, too?
No, he doesn't want to force anything. He stays within what we're trying to accomplish. He knows that he's drawing extra attention. And listen, when you draw extra attention, you draw that second guy or that third guy, and you don't kick it, then you look bad. Now college coaches are looking at you saying, he's got a little Velcro on his fingers. He doesn't want to get rid of it. He doesn't know how to play. He doesn't get rid of it on time. Like, kids don't realize that that's what coaches are watching. They already know he can touch the top of the square. They didn't come to evaluate that. They came to evaluate his feel. How's he going to respond when it's a bad call? How is he going to respond when a kid pushes up on him? How's he going to respond? So we spend a lot of time with all those type things. So he puts himself in the best light for college coaches that might be watching him. So that's awesome that he knows how to play and doesn't press things. And he's good at math. So if two come, he finds the one that's open. That's
right. Last question before I turn to Coach is his college prospects starting to open up now because he's a junior, so they can come talk to him and text him, all that good stuff now, right? So what does that look like now for him?
It's going to get crazy. I mean, this spring will get really crazy because you got new guys. You just got an offer from Alabama yesterday just because Nate Oates is from Buffalo and now he's at Alabama. So, I think there'll be some more offers. Again, a lot of guys some schools are still working on their 2019, so to work on a 2020 doesn't make sense. But you know what? Syracuse done an amazing job. Iowa's done a great job. UConn's done a great job. Stanford's done a great job. Marquette's done a great job. Providence is going to be getting involved here, and Eddie Cooley's an amazing, amazing guy. So, I think just because, some people might be coming in and now, some other people have really done a great job developing relationships with Andre so far.
Yeah, all right. Well, talk to us a little bit about the playoff run, and you talked about adversity. Talked about how he deals with adversity and helping the team. And when you're going through that little playoff run, you got sticky games, sticky situations, different things of that nature. Talk to us about this guy and how he responds to that.
He responds to it because he knows he's going to be a target. So we do a lot of backdoor stuff to free him up, to get him some space. He also is tenacious on the boards. He got about 85% of our rebounds. So he wasn't trying to break out or leak out for a dunk. He was securing the rebounds, and he's going up against, Zed Keefe from Lehigh and big fellas when we played Gonzaga. I mean, he's going up against guys that are 6'10", and he's right there, and he got some help from Riley Mulvey and Saif blocking out. But it was really, really, he competes and makes sure that we secure that defensive stop before he gets out and goes.
Talk to us a little bit about the positive influence about him around the rest of the team, because he gets a lot of attention, he guards a lot of attention. How do you help along with him, keep him grounded in those areas and being a good teammate and different things of that nature?
Well, I think film does a lot of that. We spend a lot of time, we watch him where, he loves film. So he watches Giannis, grab the rebound off, get going 100 miles an hour, make the right play, make the right drive, dunk, or make the right kick. So I think people know, and we would keep saying he's got 5 assists a game, so he's sharing the ball. It's not like, he's not a pig. He doesn't have that Velcro. He's not worried about him, So he's an easy sell because and then he plays so hard every day, so it's an easy sell. It's not like guys are not, if he tells someone, come on, man, you got to pick it up, they're already behind him, so they got to pick it up to sort of stay with him. So it's easy on the credibility side for him to have that approach.
And what it is like to coach a player with that type of
athletic ability and all those other ingredients that he had, we probably haven't coached a player like with that kind of athletic ability in quite some time.
No, that's awesome. Listen, we can do some things that people can't do. So, if you watch our bench, yeah, we get excited when he dunks, but he does it all the time. So it's sort of like, he does it all the time. So the neat part of that is playing into society a little bit. No one wants to get dunked on. No one wants to be in the poster. So we do a lot of back screening for him, and like everyone, even some of the guys on the bench, they all crowd to him, and they leave our other guys open for open shots and what have you. So, we play a little bit to the society piece of, no one wants to get dunked on. So we do a lot of back screening for him, and if they play it wrong, we throw it up, and he flushes it, and if not, then you know what? We get open looks and we play off it, and then he'll post up behind it, and he's a little bit closer and bigger and can jump over people. So we try to play to his strengths, hide weaknesses of every player, and he's really bought into that mismatch. When he goes to the next level, he's a mismatch. So play like you're a mismatch. He's a big guard, so he's gonna get guys that are 6'4". So you know what? Get back screen, try to dunk on him. If not, post him up, throw it into me. I'll jump over him and score. Helps the team.
That's right.
So, at the end of the day, people want to look at he shot 70% from the field. So it's bad that he's dunking it. I laugh. People are like, all he does is dunk. Well, that's pretty cool. Like, all right, good. Right. Think about how strong and good you have to be when people are trying to stop you driving the ball and trying to stop your dunks, and you're still dunking the ball. Right. That's pretty cool. So, that's his will, that's his effort, that's his intensity. So he's special, he's different. He's definitely different.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, Coach. We appreciate you.
Oh, appreciate you. You guys do an amazing job. Well, thank you.
You do a great job here.
We have fun. You're the best.